go ahead and watch Starcraft 1v1. This is vanilla, not Brood Wars. It's going to be between xS.Jake and someone named Jorn. This was a request that was made on the UGL forum. If you don't know where that is, you got to find out. Go ahead and visit us if you're watching this replay. UNIGL.net, UNIGL.net. Season 18 is about to start. Starts on Friday, this Friday, November the 13th, Friday the 13th. So anybody, if you're watching this, come on out. Usually I do post any replay that's requested of me. Earlier today, there was a request that was made that I tried my best to watch that replay and commentate on it, but it was really a sorry series. So I went ahead and did not post. So feel free that if you go ahead and make a request, go ahead and take a look at that replay before you submit and say, okay, this is something that's really cool, or it's really dumb. If it's really dumb, I might post it. If it's really cool, I might post it. But if it's really just I'm probably just gonna say keep on looking for other replays. One thing that I'm gonna try to do right now, and it's gonna be my first time testing it out, is I'm going to go ahead and remove the vision of one of the players, and that way we get to see what one person is doing, and we'll see if it we'll see what the final result is. So just bear with me. If it sucks, comment and I'll stop doing it, or I'll try to make it a little bit better. I am going to stay at ×4. So already we know the scenario. We have Terran versus Zerg. Both of them are mid bases. Okay. The Zerg, he goes ahead and he does establish or try to establish a choke. Really at this right now, if you do not get that choke nice and tight, you end up losing relatively quick. So it does look like the Terran, he did end up scouting. He about 3 minutes in. Zerg finally sends his units. He's looking for a mid factory that's being built. It's not being done. So it looks like he's not going to waste too much money on establishing that choke. He does have three sunks. Oh, it looks like bats are going to find their way in. Does he have any? He does have one sunk back there. He's already upgrading to a layer. He can't. Oh my gosh, what is he going to do? That bat had 6. Oh gosh, this is murder. So he's able to somehow survive, I guess, keep those alive for a little bit, but he doesn't have many units. He had already clicked to make more drones, and those firebats are gonna. They can't wait. They can't wait till he gets the rest of these to get minerals. So not only is he not establishing a choke, he does get some more here. 2, 9, 0. He is severely holding up xS.Jake's output right here of both drones and minerals and gathering and everything else. I have a hard time believing that there's going to be a way that he's going to be able to come back from this. So even though he was able to keep a lot of those drones, they weren't collecting for so long just because of that firebat harassment. He knows it's kind of late to go ahead and try to go guards. Now he is going to try to push that those sunks out a little bit further. I think we know. All right, he's reminding him put it on AC. Yeah, that would kind of tick me off, I guess, if I heard that in the middle of a game that I know that I'm already behind the ball, behind the 8 ball. So let's go ahead and put it back to ×2. So man, with this much time that's gone on, and it's already 6 minutes in, he only has 43, 47 now. Good job. He isn't getting side stuck, so he knows what he's doing, but he's just he gets Hydra, so he can maybe, I don't know, just anything could happen at this point. He could come with drop ships. He could come with science vessels. He can come with a pink polar bear. Just anything that Orange wants to do, he can go ahead and make happen. He ends up dropping 3 groups of Marines. Looks like he's going to be happy just taking out a couple of those hatches. He has to cancel and move back. He's going to end up coming back with some more units. 8 minutes in, Orange did have 88 units. Zerg has 50. He has built a little bit better choke. It is scooting further and further back. He finally gets Queen's Nest, but still he's just continuing to drop Marines with the same drop ships. So heck, man, he might be just doing some simple harass to keep his hatch count low, which he's doing a good job of that. I know that Jake sees the amount of minerals that he has, and so he's going to try to do his best to go ahead and start making hatcheries. He's going to make the hatcheries in the back. He's starting to get more gas. He's going to go ahead and upgrade to the hive, try to get those guards to be popping. He's going to do his best to go ahead and get as many hatcheries as he can right now. There's a whole bunch of 3 drop ships that are coming. I think it was mostly for a scout. Kind of suckers them away from the post. And those things, one had 23, one had 3 kills. He's down to 43 units. Those science vessels, he had to cancel some of those hatcheries that he was making so that he could mine and also make a few more sunks. So here we go. He's gonna have a field day with these vessels. There's not enough scourge. Does he have any? No scourge. So he's able to target kill a few of those. He saved, I think, the majority of those drones that he had. He's down to 65. Now he does have a whole bunch of scourge out and about. That choke still is pretty small for being this late in the game, 11 minutes in. I didn't see what the armor of the air unit is, but at this stage of the game, he could probably just go BCs and it would be GG. So let's finally look. 12 minutes in, not too much longer, so I think we can tell really what's going to happen here. But let's go ahead and take a look at Jorn's vision and see what he's built. So he's already at 200. He's been able to keep his minerals relatively low. It looks like he did bring a command center to hover over his main, just in case it was going to be mutabombed. He did build quite a few barracks. Good job there. Just a couple of factories and just a few airports or starports. He has one there just on standby that is probably going to be used once Jake's vision or Jake's focus is on these Marines that are coming down below. So he's going to be able to just keep on pushing with Marines, which have 1/1 armor, and really it's just a matter of just going to attack, and it should be a good game. Let's see, does he get some guards up? Here's some mutas that are being made. Guards are going to be made. But again, all those vessels, they can go ahead and take down all those guardians one at a time. Here comes that science vessel. So even though he's able to sunk, it sure does disrupt the low minerals that he already had. This is actually a pretty good rebuild for purple, but there was just too much stand around time waiting for those bats to take a hike. Good game on your part, Jorn. Alright, so this is another game that was requested by Jorn. No, well, it was probably requested by Jorn, but as far as the request, it was requested by someone named Pro Rage on UGL forums. So let's go ahead. It's between Jorn and iMM.Snares. So it's going to be Protoss versus Terran. I kind of was digging what I did last game, so let's go ahead and just have Jorn as the person with vision this time. Alright, so they're kind of just talking smack. I don't know if I don't know if hacks are really being made, but people like to just mess with people's head whenever they're doing this chatcraft stuff. This is one thing that I have not mastered, being able to play and chat at the same time. But if you can do it, that's great. A lot of people, they'll even chat right before they're going to do a drop. They'll say, hey, so how's your day going? And so while the other person is keying something in, Lord and behold, here comes a dropship and ends up taking out some of their workers because they're too busy typing. So whenever somebody's chatting you up, you can chat with them, but don't say you weren't warned that they might be chatting with you just to get a drop on your butt. So he does get gas. I'm not sure what he started that at. Probably about 14 or 15. This poor ACV, he's been going to work ever since he made that first depot. So much like the rest of us, if you got a job, you kind of just keep on working, going through it, and you never stop until you get temp dropped, right? So he's establishing. He got his academy up. He did get STEM first. He's already starting to build some firebats. We already saw that it was going to be Protoss versus Terran. Looks like he's sending some bats up the top. Let's see if this works. So this is similar to what people call cheese. He's at 53, down to 49, 42, 41. So it ends up taking about 8. And then those cannons get set up. He establishes some bunkers. So now the normal stuff that Protoss would have available, which are zealots, they're going to be useless because he's already established some bunkers. So iMM.Snares, he's going to have a really hard time being able to... oh, here's some more bats. 63, and they get taken care of by the Dragoon and also the cannon. So he does get his second CC up. As you can tell, Protoss did get his third Nexus up. So I imagine right now he's going to go ahead and try to build a whole bunch of gateways on that side. He makes short work of the bunkers that he established. He goes ahead and puts a barrack up in place just so that if he gets countered, these Marines can fall behind this and just be blocked in. He's setting up a whole bunch of barracks. He's already getting the drop defense. Again, it's very, very hard to dodge temp drops, especially whenever they're coming from right above you. He's not even making an attempt to get vision on another geyser. So really, all he'll be able to do is be able to stack from one side to the other. He's just going to be pushing. It looks like he's all out attack. He doesn't really worry about defense. White has 105 PSI. We got Terran sitting at 79. He's probably going to take these. He doesn't. I thought he was going to pull those back, but no. He was able to take care of, I guess, all the available units that White had. And so long as he keeps on sending, which why wouldn't he? He has a whole bunch of barracks that he can make units from. He can make up to 124. He's making one bat. He has one bat, just a handful, a few tanks. Looks like he was really trying to go after that shuttle. Let's see if that tank gets in close enough. What? Now let's go ahead and get vision, see what's going on here. So it's not like he has too many minerals. You got to do something. Now's your time. But there's not enough armor on that thing. That thing, if that tries, it's just gonna get sniped easily. Yep. So even though he has quite a few units, he has 122 psi, just the amount of Marines and tanks that are available. He's going to go ahead and build a bunker right here. He does make a secondary base, but I think it's way too late. Those tanks, they're going to come in. He tries to save as many probes as he can, but those tanks are going to say booyah, and they're going to just take out so many. Really, he could just walk in here and take the rest of them. These units are trying to help, saying, I got your back, but they don't really. So he does establish some kind of proxy to where he can go ahead and come at him from a couple of different angles, and he is able to secure his main and start getting minerals back. But just right now, he's already at 1-1. He has a whole bunch of gateway or barracks. He has a few factories. He's making a few more. He's doing everything that he needs to do to just really close the door. Looks like he's probably going to take out his proxy, and now White is going to only be able to get units from one different location. He's at 134, 130 of 140. It's way too late for these guys. Let's see if he decides to just walk into this mess of Marines. He does. The Marines are happily greeting them. They don't even need to stem. All they have to do is say, come to Papa. And that's what's going on there. So White, even though he has a whole bunch of gas, he's not able to use it. He's not able to make temps. He's not able to do drops. He can't make cannons. Cannons are going to be worthless versus Marines with stem and also siege tanks. And Jorn, he did a good job on this game, and I'd say it's really close to GG. No drops were able to be made, and that's it. So those are 2 games by Jorn, probably AKA Pro Rage. Well played. These games were pretty one-sided. If you don't like it, go ahead and go to the UGL forums, make a request. Submit!